When are you going to get it finished? When?
Finances was the main issue, man.
I know. We'll see what we can arrange financially.
I still need £2,000.
Yeah.
Windows, roof,
Yeah.
the bathroom there behind. I think she can help me a bit there to finish the room.
You're just going to have to get your finger out and get it finished ASAP.
I really have fallen hard for Arrah, so I have to just trust her. Your mum okay?
Yeah, I'll be going there once this fall has ended.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. You wanna go?
I would never see myself as Lorenzo and Elisa's dad.
My stepfather.
I don't think I would want that either.
But
Everybody is doomed, right? Like, we can establish that everyone in this season shouldn't be together and are going abroad to basically get their hearts broken. Yeah, I can't look away. I'm just like, wow, you guys really should be listening to your loved ones because these people don't love you. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Nikki Faces Reality. We are here to discuss 90 Day UK. We also got introduced to a new couple, if we could even call them that. So in this video, I'm going to discuss Ebrima&Zena. I am going to discuss Phin&Sandra just because I need to put my rage somewhere, you know? And then we have a new couple, Andy&Arrah. So we're going to start, of course, with Ebrima&Zena. Before we get into it, though, as always, make sure to like and comment and subscribe if you're new here. But y'all, Ebrima&Zena. So I guess we're seeing the aftermath of her confronting him about his phantom Facebook that he forgot that he had or that he got as a joke. He still can't stick to a story. So apparently after she confronted him, she went out to the pool and then he went out to find her. And this whole interaction was giving a parent that put their child on timeout, because when he came out, she was like, have you thought about your choices? Have you given some thought to the naughty thing that you did? And he's just approaching her with his tail between his legs. And she is so stunned that he would have socials. It's so rare for people to not have any socials. I know that there's a few out there, and at most I feel like I've seen some people that are like, yeah, I have socials but I don't really use it. But to flat out tell this lady that you don't have any socials, so she's like, what's that about? And now he's added a different twist, a little remix to his story. He's like, oh well, you know, the last time you were here you told me that you didn't want to talk, so I'm guessing they broke up. But he didn't break up from her paycheck though. You told me you wanted me to leave you alone, so I got a Facebook as a joke to bother you. She's like, that's not funny. How is that a joke? But he's going on and on about how, you know, he only had it for a month and he thought he deleted it, but I guess he didn't delete it all the way. And then he's like, look through my phone, as if he didn't have an hour and change to go delete it while she was out here. And she acknowledges that rationale sounds like ass. It's just BS. But she's like, I'm such a forgiving person, but I'm watching you. Girl, just say you don't want to let go of the D, because what is there to, like, Zena, I want to believe that she's intelligent, but nothing about this relationship and the way that she's maneuvering her life, her wallet, her time is coming off as smart at her big ass age. And in her like one-on-one, she's like, yeah, you know, I didn't approach him about the kind of women that he was friends with. I'm going to leave that in my back pocket for when I need it. Which is toxic in itself. Like, if you're going to have this fight, brawl out, show him all the screenshots, like, just let it out and move on. So how forgiving are you really? You know what I mean? But it just gets worse with them. Because his way of smoothing things over and making her feel special is to take her to be with his family. But I feel like his family is in on the con. They take this long ass ferry over. They get there. The family is greeting them open arms because after all, Zena is their moneymaker. She is their cash cow. They're going to make her feel special. They're singing her little songs. She's like, oh my God, this is such a warm welcome. And I forgot to mention, the whole time she's in the ferry, she's like, oh my God, like, He must really love me. I mean, what other boyfriend would build them a room? And then they pan to a week before when we see the said room. It looks like it's part of like an extension of the house that they're building. And it is in like phase 1 of construction. It is just brick. And Ebrima's like, yeah, you know, hopefully she provides the funds so that we can finish the construction. And this is why I'm like, Zena, you've been lying to your family and to yourself, because she started this series saying that he never asks her for money. But the way that this man talks, he's very comfortable having money conversations. Makes it clear that this relationship has always been transactional. And if she thinks that it's more, she's fooling herself. But anyway, she gets to the house. She greets everyone. And he's like, let me give you the tour. You know, since you so generously have funded so much of this. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I want to see my room. She was humbled real quick. She's like, damn, he likes me, but he doesn't like me that much. Where's the windows? Where's this? Where's that? She's complaining the whole time. And he's like, well, you know, finances. And she is like, okay, well, we'll have to arrange, you know, to get this settled because we need this to be done quickly. I've clocked Ebrima's game. He will give a little sob story. He'll like, you know, lay out the groundwork. And she jumps in like Captain Save-A-Ho, like, oh, I'll make you feel better. Let me throw some money so you guys can have a roof over my room. And his smile when she offered it up, like that was such an easy money grab for him. The way that that exchange happened, can we even say that he's scamming her if she's just willy-nilly giving it up like that? Wow. I'm very curious to know like what her family thinks watching that back. Like, you're claiming that you're not rich, you're claiming that you're living off a fixed income, and you're just being like, yeah, sugar mama's here. I'll give you whatever you need. We can arrange something. How do you expect them not to be like, well, she's my pocketbook? Crazy, crazy. But I don't know why he brought this lady here, aside from, you know, getting the money out of her. Because she's used to like luxurious experiences. I mean, we saw how she complained about the regular hotel. But Zena is not about the campo village life. She's really not. Because when he shows her the toilet situation that she's going to have to pop a squat, she's like, at my big age, if I get down, I'm not going to be able to come back up. And I was dying because it's fair. You get a bad leg cramp and it's done. You might as well sleep there. But I was laughing when I saw the Papa Squat situation because that's a real thing for a lot of people. Back in the day when I was a kid, the bathroom in the Dominican Republic from my dad's side, my grandma's house on my dad's side, was outside. I recently found a picture and it like brought me back. I'll insert it here. But I would have to go outside. And I remember at night I used to be really scared. I would have to like wake up one of the adults to take me. But a thing that's really common, especially for older people, is to have like, I don't know what they're called, but they're basically like little buckets or something that like is specifically for pee. So like you put it under your bed and it's there for nighttime. You pee, you wake up the next morning and you dish it out. So when I saw the situation, I'm like, someone's gonna have to get Zena that. If I find the name and I could insert like a picture, I'll show you guys so you guys know what I'm talking about. But that's immediately what I thought about. It's that country life and it's not for the weak, I'll tell you that. But that's it for them this episode. I want to get to Phin&Sandra. Phin is on my shit list and he keeps putting himself deeper in that list, okay? They are in Brazil, okay? We saw how he acted with her kids. His whole like aura, attitude is fuck them kids. He's not here for them, which puzzles me because they are, you know, they're not toddlers. They're like school age kids. They've been here. You've been dating her for 2 years. She is a single mother. She is hands-on. They are part of her identity. They're a part of her everything. So the fact that he talks about this relationship like they are negotiable, like he can choose to not choose them, really like angers me. And also just like, who raised you is my thought. And literally every step of the way, he's just complaining. Like the first scene that we see them, they're playing soccer and he's pissy because he thought that her sister was going to take care of her kids and instead she dropped off her kid. So now they're around 3 kids. These kids are just being playful. They're not harming him. They're not causing him distress. And if he wants to be childless, if he just doesn't like kids, that is within his rights. But then don't seek out someone that has kids and then make them feel like shit because their kids are acting like kids. He's like, oh my God, 2 hours of this noise. Like, I miss normalcy. And she's like, this is normalcy. You're being dramatic. And of course, I get it that sometimes kids are overwhelming. But he came in with the attitude that he already wanted to hate this. I really don't understand why he's with Sandra if he is talking about every step of this as if it's a chore. And I think what also pisses me off is that he talks about this experience like they all, you know, have to prove to him that they're worthy of him wanting to like be a stepdad and be a family with them. And it's like, no, you need to prove things to them. You're the stranger that's coming into their lives. They're not disposable. You are. And you guys, when I tell you that I saw red when he said, I chose Sandra. I didn't choose all of this. I didn't choose everything that comes with her.
I didn't choose this.
This is the reality. There we go. Done.
I chose the love of Sandra, sure, but I didn't choose anything else that came with it.
That is single-handedly the most absurd thing that I have ever heard. This man is not someone that I would trust around my kids if I were Sandra because he simply does not care to care. And at first I thought that I wasn't going to cover this couple because the trope of the evil stepmother, the evil stepfather has never... Like, it's a trope that I hate because you have to be an evil person to be evil to children, to be evil to an offspring of someone that you're supposed to love. Like, that is vile. And I was really lucky with my stepdad and I was really lucky with my stepmom. And it just breaks my heart when I see like grown-ass adults have this disdain when you're the one that added yourself to the picture. You don't have to be here. You know what I mean? So I am single-handedly, unapologetically gonna recap them just so I can see her family tear him a new one. I hope that they drag him from Brazil to the UK to Japan, all over the globe, drag his ass. And the time has come for him to meet her family. And if you guys recall, their story is a little bit on the sad side. He actually met Sandra at an orphanage. His sister was volunteering there. And Sandra and her 8 other siblings were all at the orphanage because her mom had to give them up because she couldn't afford to take care of them. Their father had abandoned them and that was the best thing that she could do for them. So they were all at the orphanage and they were all really bonded, really protective of each other. And they've grown up to adults that don't play about their family. And, you know, they're adults. They have children of their own. So it's a huge family. They're really close. And this get-together is as loud as you expect it. And I love it. I'm Latina. I'm used to it. I can totally understand how it can be overwhelming for someone that's not from the culture. However, you had 2 years to prep. 2 years to learn people's names. 2 years to learn phrases, even if you don't know the language full blown, you know? 2 years. When you care about someone other than yourself, you invest in them. You invest in their culture. You invest in their children. This man is only thinking about himself, and he's made that very clear, okay? And this is the man that shushed her kids through the phone. So I would love to see him shush this rambunctious bunch. And so the whole time he's being awkward. He finds himself in a corner on a couch. She's like, I like to be around my family. I like to, you know, go around, talk to people, eat. He wants to stay stuck in one corner. And he is being so pissy that she's not staying with him in a corner. And she's like, go around, put some effort, try to talk to people. And he's like, oh, you need to be my lifeline. Like, you need to help me. But if you're seeing that she's going around, follow her. You are here, after all, to get to know everyone. I'm not saying that you don't need a few minutes, a breather. I take a minute when I'm with my big ass family too. I take a moment. Usually the cousins go to the room and we like debrief and then we go back out. He's definitely entitled to do that, but don't complain that she's not stuck to you like glue in a corner of a couch when all of these people are here, because now y'all both are gonna look bad. And there's tons of food. There's moments that her brother like playfully tries to grab him like, come, and this man is like, oh my god, that was humiliating. Nothing about that was humiliating if you know what's up with the culture. But again, I don't think that he's taken the time to like really learn about it, and he's just so annoyed. He's so annoyed that she's not stuck with him in that couch in the corner, hiding out from everyone. And maybe he's an introvert, but he's not coming off like an introvert, because an introvert will at least like smile, like grab some food or keep their mouth shut, like something. He comes off like he just hates everything. And the way that he's just sat there looking in disgust, I'm like, you need to go find a nice girl in your town. You have no business being with a vibrant family like this. You really don't. Like, you are a buzzkill. So he's seated there. He's stewing. He's angry. He's red like a tomato. In comes Sandra's sister. This is the sister that I know is gonna... because she was a witness to him shushing the kids. And she has also learned from Sandra that he has no excitement in being a stepdad. So she's like, that's an issue, and I have some questions. So she pulls up. He's nervous because this is Sandra's closest sister. So she's like, hey, can I talk to you? And he's like, it depends what it's about. He's so unlikable. So she immediately starts a conversation with the fact that he doesn't like kids. And he tells her, yeah, you know, I don't ever really see myself as Sandra's kid's father. And she's like, how about their stepfather? He's like, yeah, you know, that's not really what I'm interested in being. Why the fuck are you here? These kids are not interchangeable with whatever you want. These kids are not optional. Sandra comes with a package. You knew that. This is so disgusting to me. And the fact that he like is shameless about it, like, yeah, I want Sandra, but F them kids. I don't really want them at all. I wish they weren't there. Is crazy. And I don't know why Sandra is still with him after hearing that he doesn't want to be a stepdad, because it's so much more. It's a loaded statement to make, because Sandra, that means you're never going to have a healthy relationship, because in a healthy relationship, you share responsibilities, you share grief, you share everything. He's never going to care for your kids how you care for your kids. He's never going to help you out with anything that has to do with the kids. And that's your whole world. He is telling you, I am not going to show up for them. He's not going to champion for them. And the sister is listening to this and she's like, you need to work on that. You need to put some effort with the language because you don't know how to speak it. You need to put some effort with my family or we're not going to accept you. And I'm so glad that she did that, because I think that the whole time he thought that he had the upper hand, because, you know, Sandra is expecting to be engaged after this trip. And the sister's like, yeah, you need to figure that out, because what? You think that Sandra doesn't want to have kids with you? Yeah, she wants to expand the family. She wants to be with you. But we're not going to let that happen, basically. And he's shooketh because I don't know if she's either never mentioned that she wants kids or what. But he's like, oh, I'm going to have to really think about this because, like, there's a lot of expectations on me. Why is he here? Sandra, please don't let a man that looks like a thumb come here and disrespect you and your family. Send his ass back home. So that's what we leave with them, okay? The final couple that I want to discuss, and I want to use the term couple loosely, is Andy&Arrah, I think is her name. Andy, we meet him. He's like playing with drones. He's like, I'm an engineer, but that's not like a fun thing that represents me. He speaks of himself like he's a thrill seeker, which is rebellious given his condition. I don't have the exact term, but his disability causes him to have really brittle bones. And because of that, he's broken a lot of bones. He spoke about like his spine being like fractured a million. And so he's been through a lot in life. And in general, he just doesn't want to be held back by it. So he's out there, okay? He's a bit on the impulsive side, but his condition has made him have challenges with love. And because of that, one day he was just thinking about those really nice Filipino nurses. And he was like, you know what? Let me get on a Filipino dating site. And that is where he met Arrah. Now, Arrah asked a lot of questions about, his occupation. And when he mentioned his disability, she said, oh, I don't care. We didn't hear about any follow-up questions, about any interest. But I was like, you know what, Nikki? You're being so judgmental. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. We see them on FaceTime, and he's like being so loving, and she's just like annoyed. She's giving up one-word responses. She looks so annoyed that he's even on the phone line. He's really trying to save the conversation, trying to be sweet. And she's like, okay, well, I gotta go to my mom. You're done? That's it? Great. Okay. Bye. Like, that's her attitude. Like, she would rather be anywhere else. I feel so bad because you could see that, like, he's really being like, oh, she likes me deep down. She's just having a rough day, but I have a strong feeling that this is how this girl speaks at all times. And I would not be surprised. He's an engineer. He probably makes good money. I would not be surprised if he has been sending her some bags, okay? My first impression of Arrah is that she hates this guy. Really. But then we see him meet up with one of his friends who has, I think, a similar condition. They both use wheelchairs because they have brittle bones and to avoid, getting hurt. And she's like, you're flying 30 hours? That's going to do a number on your spine for someone that you've never met that could be scamming you. And he's like, yeah, that's the risk I'm willing to take. I want to hug him because there's got to be better than this. And he admits that he's been downplaying the whole relationship to his family and friends. But damn, I wish that he would listen. But yeah, we leave off with him at the airport looking lost. And I'm already heartbroken for him. And the fact that she's not there, he doesn't have service on his phone. They've only talked on FaceTime, and in the FaceTime, it looked like she was using filters. So he doesn't really know what she looks like. He's out here. He planned a hotel around her, which is bold because this is his first time meeting her. I'm panicking, but I will be watching. And that's it, you guys. That's it for this recap. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.